And now, nearly 5 years after his trial on corruption charges began, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu was in court to take the witness stand as a defendant to answer questions over the criminal allegations against him in 3 different cases. The hearings are taking place in an underground hall in the Tel Aviv Jaffa District Court for security reasons, since the Jerusalem District Courthouse lacks adequate security arrangements. In recent months, Netanyahu repeatedly sought to delay testifying, but having exhausted all avenues, his testimony begins now to refute the charges of fraud and breach of trust leveled at him in all 3 cases, and bribery, the most serious allegation in one of them. Netanyahu's defense attorneys will question the Prime Minister first, during which time he will be able to expound at length in defense of his actions in a process which will likely last 2 to 3 days. The majority of the Prime Minister's time at the witness stand will then be taken up by the cross-examination of the prosecution. India's new and old parliaments are building to impeach Vice President Jagdeep Dhankhar, accusing him of being partisan in his role as chairman of Parliament's upper house, in the first of such move in the country's history. This step follows several weeks of disruption in Parliament, where government and opposition parties have accused each other of not allowing legislative business by creating political controversies. Ilyasu Ali Yakubu has details.
The Vice President holds India's second highest constitutional office, as well as Chair of the Upper House of Parliament. He also acts as the country's president if there is a temporary vacancy. Reports say the move is symbolic, as the opposition parties do not have enough votes to remove him. It is expected to worsen the fraught relations between the opposition and Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government, as Dhankhar was elected as candidate of Modi's Bharatiya Janata Party. The opposition had no option but to formally submit a no-confidence motion against Dhankhar for the extremely partisan manner in which he has been conducting the proceedings of the Council of State. The motion is unlikely to be held this session, as Parliament is due to go break on December 20th before a required 14-day notice. Ilyasu Yakubu, NTA News.